do barbecue, lemonade, and kettle corn, all out of the barbecue trailer. I can only stack my buns too high. If you go 3 high, it squishes the bottom one. I can keep it cooler in here. It helps keep my buns a little fresher. Barbecue guys here. Morning, guys. It has been a little bit. Once again, I've just been crazy busy. I just don't hardly have time. I think. Where did we even leave off? I can't remember. I think I mowed my property last. I think that was my last video. By the time you see this video, I am going to have a small power washing video out. I don't know if it'll be real exciting or not, but anyways, a lot going on. We've done a couple events with this trailer here. This is the Snack Attack kettle corn lemonade. We still have not gotten the hood welded, but we did do the exhaust hood. We did do an event yesterday. Not an event. We just went uptown, set up, and sold lemonade and kettle corn. Had a good time. But we're gonna open this up and get this cleaned out, and I think I've even done some barbecue. You're stuck to the barbecue trailer right now. I've even done some barbecue off camera too. Like I've been trying to like really do a lot of work lately and make it justify worth owning these elaborate investments. And with doing so, I've just been so focused on doing the work that recording has been the last thing on my mind. Anyways, we're gonna open this up. It's still dirty. It's full of everything, and we're gonna get it cleaned out, get the fryer pulled out, get it ready to go out to Josh's. We're gonna take it out there and drop it off, and he's gonna get the inside of the hood welded up for me. I did build this rack on the front here. I picked up Predator 5000 for this trailer, so I've got the 9500 that I've been running on that trailer. I've been running the 9500 on that one, and I've been like alternating it back and forth. Well, I have to like put it in the back of this trailer. It's so big I can't pick it up and put it in the back of the truck, and it's just, it's not ideal to have to unload it, and technically having that gasoline powered engine inside with the food product is probably some sort of a safety concern, I'm sure, if some health department wanted to really be particular about it. But anyways, I would have to pull it out and like push it around back of the trailer, and the proper way is to have one mounted on the tongue. So don't judge it right now, but there will be a small air compressor mounted down there. There will be a long barbecue bottle, or I was thinking 100, but kind of thinking maybe that 40 pound there, which is kind of rare. You don't see a lot of 40s. That's not a 30, that's a 40. I'm thinking that 40 might get mounted over there. And then I've been running this off of propane, so I'm actually just going to run a splitter off of that. One will come over here and run my generator, and one will black pipe in and run my fryer. Anyways, let's get this thing cleaned out so we can get it out to Josh's, so we can move forward with our life. I'm gonna stick you back to this grill, and I hope I don't regret it, because you guys are like in the blistering sunlight. So hopefully that works. I tried to put a mic on this morning, just before I started recording, because I've got the DJI mics. It's like, I don't know, a stupid expensive mic, and I never use it. And I was gonna put it on this morning. I did put it on this morning, but I could not. I got flustered and gave up really fast, but I could not get it to connect to the camera, and I was not in the mood for trying to figure it out, so I just put it away, and I was like, we're just going to record another one with no microphone. Alright, it's all got to go. Back. I'm going to quit talking unless I got something important to say, because it's just a lot of me blabbing, when I'll probably just make a time lapse out of me pulling crap out of the trailer. So if I got something important to say, I'll come back to you. accidentally popped a whole batch of popcorn with no sugar on it. So just made plain popcorn. I'm not gonna eat it. I bagged it up and I gave it to a couple people that just for free. But I have those 2 bags left. And I'm not gonna eat it, so it's just there and in the way. You kind of get the idea. I'll cut back in if we got anything cool going on. You know how it goes when you're cleaning things out and you're like, it's like cleaning the garage out. Like, hey, this looks really good. The garage looks really good right now. But then you turn around and you look out in the driveway and everything that was in the garage is just in the driveway now. You feel good about yourself until you realize you have to do something with all that stuff now. It's the worst part of cleaning the garage out. Put everything in the driveway. Seems like a good idea. We're gonna mop this out real good. I cleaned these countertops with steel wool. They were starting to get some surface rust on them because I'd been leaving things sit on them, and it just gets hot in here and sweats, and then moisture builds underneath of it. And I come in here and move things, and it'd be like a rusty area. Not like rusty, but like just, I don't know. There was rust all over this stuff. It was driving me crazy. So I came in with steel wool, cleaned it all up really, really good. And they just need to be left empty all the time. Don't leave things sitting on them. And I was leaving things sitting on them, so got that avoided. We're gonna clamp in here. We're gonna mop this floor really good, and then we're gonna take this up to Josh's and drop it off. A lot of that stuff's gonna go in this trailer for next weekend because we're gonna do barbecue, lemonade, and kettle corn all out of the barbecue trailer next weekend. It's gonna be a wild time. Hopefully I have time to record that. But we'll get this cleaned up and then dropped off to Josh. Nice and clean. Alright, there is some mango puree still right here. Did a good job getting that cleaned up. Flip my mop over and do it again. I will tell you guys, when I started this build, I was building it on a budget. And my advice is don't do that. Wait until you got the money, buy the good stuff. One of my biggest regrets on this trailer is the flooring. It was just some peel and stick stuff that I got for free. It looks nice, it's been okay. But I can already tell, like, the gaps are coming apart. Some parts are starting to pop up. And, you know, I have to like push them back down occasionally. I got a feeling at some point I'm going to come through here with like a Brad nail gun and be like nailing these planks down because they're going to lose their stickiness and they're going to start curling up on the corners and making me mad. Oh no. I thought that would go better than it did. I better get you guys out of here before I lock it in. Kind of a high traffic area though. Flip. My Dollar General mop is working great. Be like I could put this thing out here and I can just like walk around and just be like doing my thing. Yeah, and it just awesome. Gets a perfect still film every time.
Is it a GoPro?
No, it's an Insta360.
360. Huh.
I'll try to just set it right there though.
Magnetic.
Well, it was earlier. Build it tall enough. If there's a bomb, so the framing of this trailer is here and over there. You can look at it.
Yeah.
Burn it off on the metal.
Yeah, that'll do
So I had a little 3-inch straggle to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that why my tip didn't
Yeah, that's definitely why.
Well, I didn't have any good cutters with me, so I couldn't just chop it off.
I got
What do you think, Briley? Tired. We just dropped off the trailer out here at Josh's. He's gonna get that all fixed up for us, and we'll probably pick it up next week. All right, it's been a minute. It's just gonna be a quick flash for you guys, but it's been a few hours since I've checked back in. I haven't really gotten anything accomplished. It's just been really hot, so I sat in a lawn chair in front of a fan for quite a while and pondered thoughts and ideas. But now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to go to the hardware store, and I've got to do some plumbing, fix some plumbing in the barbecue trailer. And then it was the hot part of the day, so I kind of spaced out for a little bit. But we're going to fix some plumbing in the barbecue trailer, and then we're going to try to utilize, utilize ain't the right word. We're going to try to fit a lot of the things that I just took out of my kettle corn trailer into the barbecue trailer and try to make that make sense for this weekend. So one county that I work in told me I needed to have an air gap like that. So if you don't know what an air gap is, it's basically a funnel mid-drain somewhere. In the event that there was a sewer backup, it would spill over there and not make it all the way up to my sinks that are currently under that tray, which in my mind is complete BS because it's a holding tank. It's not gonna backflow pressure up whatever, I don't know. It's not like somebody else's house is also feeding into the same sewer line that I'm draining to that might in the event cause it to flow backwards into my drain. But whatever. I've been through a few counties now, and I went to this one particular county, and he's the only person that was like, oh, no, you got to have that. So I'm going back to that county this weekend. So I just went ahead and put it in. So if he shows up again, he can't say I don't have it, and can't say I didn't tell you so, or whatever. I don't know. I'll do something with all that up there. This weekend we're doing a pretty simple menu. It's either pulled pork nachos over chips, which will just be built in a boat like this, full of chips with pulled pork and cheese and barbecue sauce and jalapenos. Or you'll get a sandwich and a bag of potato chips. You'll get a sandwich wrapped in one of these. We'll stick it in there, and we'll set a bag of potato chips in there with it. And that's your meal. Very simple meal that we're doing. We're planning on feeding a lot of people, so we're trying to simplify it as much as possible. So that is the plan for that. This steam table will be running. We are not frying anything. It's too hot for that, and it's just more work. So pulled pork only. There will be no cold sides, except for we will have a whole bunch of lemons in here and some cream and stuff, because we will be doing fresh squeezed lemonade. And then out here, I'm going to rearrange a little bit, but my popcorn popper, which is there, is going to be put up here. And I think my little deep freezer is going to come on board, and it's going to sit right here. Let me give you a better view. There, is that better? My deep freezer is going to sit right here. I think it'll only come over to about here. It'll stick out to about here. It won't be that hard to walk around. That stuff can shift down. I'll check back with you after I'm done with that. I started to try to clean this, and then I started sweating a lot, so I was like, nah, the heck with that. It's about 7 o'clock at night now. I'm going to try to get some of this cleaned up. It's kind of cooled off a little bit. I'm in the shade. Just going to pack some of this away into the trailer. Alright, there's nothing out here that, if it did rain tonight, is going to concern me. That'll leak, and it's got sugar in it. Put a hat on my hat. That's it. Roll the windows up on my truck, and dang, windows are down on all 3 of my cars. We're gonna wrap that up, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, it is July 30th. It's Wednesday. More preparation for food trucking. We just went and did our grocery haul. All right, we just went and did our grocery haul. All kinds of meat and produce and product right there. Loaded up on buns and sugar, and more buns and aluminum pans. All the necessities. Monterey Jack cheese, nacho chips, lemons. Little snack for myself. We're doing some hot dogs this time, so we need the basics for that. Lemons, chips, pork butts, sugar for lemonade and popcorn. French fries, we're just doing frozen French fries this time. Those are more lemonade cups. We're not doing fresh cut. We're trying to make our menu as simple as possible. That's that. Alright. I want to do something with this mess. It's bothering me. We're going to use oats. Use some of these single sandwich trays. What? What are we gonna do for dinner? What are we gonna do for dinner? Every night. What are we gonna do for dinner? What are we gonna do for dinner? What are we gonna do for dinner? Do you have any plans for dinner? What should we do for dinner tonight? Does anybody else do this? I'm not saying like she's bugging me about it. Like, just every night. Like, we have to eat again? This is why I'm fat. I told her that. I was like, you gotta quit making me eat these meals all the time. I'm not hungry. But if you cook dinner, I'm going to eat 3 plates of food. So, I told her a couple days ago, I said, you got to quit making me eat dinner. This ain't working out for me. And I get it. I got a wife and kids. Like, I can't just expect them not to eat dinner too. So she's like, well, the kids have to eat. We got to do something with them. And I'm like, I know. Have cereal, dang it. Alrighty. I really wanted more of these straws, but I couldn't find any. Boba straws. I wonder if I can get some on Amazon. Now I'm gonna. There's a whole pack of single sandwich trays right there too. So barbecue banner. Let's see if I can find a place to put that. Trash. I have got so many cups. Dude, this bucket can really just come out of here. I don't know why I have it in there. That's a whole. That's a whole warming cabinet that I bought brand new. Never used it. Just sits there. I need to figure out a use for that thing. I don't know. Well, that's pretty much all I can do with that. This is kind of stuff I use, and it's just kind of handy when it's right there, but that cleaned up a lot of real estate right there. Throw those back up there. I'll probably use a handful of those, which is these here. These are my buns. I can only stack my buns too high. If you go 3 high, it squishes the bottom one. Hey, it is Friday morning now. We skipped Thursday. I don't think I even recorded anything yesterday. I won't know until I edit this. I got all the pork butts prepped they're gonna go in the smoker today. Right now we're just kind of once again playing organized in here. I've been running my AC for the last couple days because it's hot outside, and if I can keep it cooler in here, it helps keep my buns a little fresher. So I've been keeping it. It's I don't know if you can see that. It's about 60 degrees in here. It's kind of cold, honestly. But we'll probably, gosh dang it, that's rattling, driving me crazy. I won't be able to run that during the event because once I turn this warmer on, my warmer out there, this warmer on here, running my refrigerator, I'm going to be running the deep freezer in here, running my exhaust hood, like there's just a lot going on. And if I kick my AC on, in my experience in the past, it just trips the breaker on the generator. A high of 79 on Saturday. Whew, a low of 57. Wow. So hopefully hopefully it gets hot in the afternoon. That's what we want. We want it to be hot. Yeah, so I'm not going to keep filming, but I'm just going to kind of organize and try to make this make sense. What I'm doing right now is I've got a marker board in my garage, and every time I think of something that I'm like, oh, I need to don't forget that, I write it on that marker board. My list, it's a 4-foot marker board, I think. It goes all the way down one side, and now I'm almost all the way down the next side too. Like, it's an insane amount of stuff. Some of the things on that marker board are already in here. I just put it on my marker board so I know to double check that it's in here, so I don't cross it off until I have confirmed it's in my trailer and where it needs to be. But we're going to get organized. We're going to kind of work through that list, and I'll catch back with you probably when we load the pork on the smoker. Alright guys, we got that thing fired up. I got some pork loaded in there already. I kind of almost forgot that I told you I would record some of this, but so I got to think about this. I smoke them, and then I take them out after they're smoked and I put them in a pan. So I think I got smart. I'm just going to smoke them in a pan. That just makes my life a lot easier at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to put them on at 3 o'clock now. And then I'm going to let them go about 12 hours, and then I'm going to foil them. And then just let them ride. Two per pan. Smoke them, put them in the pan, add a little bit of either some broth or some apple juice or something. But no, I don't have to. So when I do the pans, I try to only use the bottom racks. So far I've never spilled anything in here, but I have had the top rack. So I put pan on top rack, they'll like, when it goes around, they'll like come really close to touching each other, kind of, if that makes any sense. And I have heard them like just tink. And if they really caught each other, you know, these racks are just swinging like that. You can see that, but that's all these racks are doing. And also, you want to put all your weight on the bottom rack. I have loaded top racks heavy when I was learning, not thinking about it, but it pivots on the top. They're just like hanging there, like doing this. And I'll load the top racks heavy, and that thing will dump over. Ask me how I know. Just like the light and the dome light in your car. When I shut this door, it'll actuate that and turns the rack back on. Like, I don't know if you can see in there, but now the rack is on. Turns the rack and the fan on. And also, these are like soft close hinges. Just watch this. That's my favorite feature of this whole smoker. I love showing people that. And they're like, dang, cool smoker. I'm like, watch, look, see what the doors do. It's pretty cool. Now, can you see my list over there? We've gone through a lot of that list. Sauces, actually I can check that off. Sauces are loaded. What else do I have left on my list? The tahine is loaded. I don't even know why I want the tahine. I'm expecting, I want to say the worst. It's not going to be the worst. It's going to be the best if I get a huge crowd. I'm planning for a huge turnout. Might be wasting my time, I don't know, but I don't want to be underprepared. I would rather be way, way, way overprepared than underprepared. So I'm going to be way overprepared. My barbecue trailer is just loaded, like as full as I can get it. And I could have packed all this stuff in there too, but I'm just like, I don't want to push my luck. And I got a buddy going with me. I said, hey, I'm going to load up, and this trailer's just sitting empty. I said, hey, I'm going to load up this trailer and just have you drag it down behind me. And I just, you know, just a bunch of stuff. Probably a lot of stuff in there. I don't even need my generators in there. A bunch of tables in there. Like, I'm probably not going to need those. They got picnic tables, but it's just all there. I got it. Might as well load it up and take it with me. Good morning. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I figured I probably ought to check the pork. It's probably about time to wrap it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Alright, yeah, those are... I'll probably just go ahead and get those all wrapped. They're looking pretty good. Butter. Jiggle. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Having gloves on, so I can't get the foil out of the pan. Looks like it's all going to work. I'm just waiting for that empty shelf to come back around. A couple chunks of wood in here. It's 1:30 in the morning. Oh, I gotta turn the temp down on the smoker. I'll see you guys when the sun comes up. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm up for the day. I barely went back to sleep, but I'm up for the day. That looks good. What that stuff is temping at. Oh yeah, it's amazing how fast this thing warms food up. Jeez, crazy. Up in the 170s. All right, let's go check on our smoker. Yep, still there. There we go. Warmer turned on. Max. Uh-oh. I think she's froze up. That's fine. I don't really need it at this point. Let me focus on one task at a time here. I'm gonna have to move the sifting table somewhere. Actually, I might unload that and put it in the other trailer. But that generator is going to go up here and run, because this has to run the whole time. The warming cabinet has to run the whole time I'm moving, because if my food drops below 150, one, that's not proper, that's not safe food handling, and two, if I get there and the health inspector shows up and wants to check me, he's obviously going to red flag me for my food not being at proper temp. If it's not in the refrigerator, I just know it needs, I think it's going to be 145 actually, so. And that warming cabinet, like, holds on the money at 150 when I got it maxed out. Oh man, it's not going to take that long to warm hot dogs up. Warmer. Alright. I'm not going to keep swinging the camera, but I just told you what I'm doing. I'm going to move the sifting table, and then when Chris gets here, I'm going to have him help me load the generator back over here. And I'm just going to kind of organize and make sure I got this thing packed up, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, I think I've got everything in a good spot. If it's going to fall, it's on the floor. If it's on a shelf, it's secured. Everything's pretty well. I just transferred all the pork to the warmer. So that is, it's all in there. Down here I'm reading 158. That thing will max out about 163. It's dropped right now because I've had the door open. But, well, actually it's dead on 150. That's about where it holds, is 150. I got 2 more pans of pork in there that once my steam table gets warmed up, I'll put them in the steam table. And then I've also got my pan of hot dogs that'll go in there as well. But that's pretty much it. We're about ready to roll. Just waiting on the help to get here, and we're going to take off. Barbecue guys here.
Would have been nice to have about an hour ago.
I get copyrighted with my music on. That's all I can do.
just got to stand here and hold it. And then I'll go through and edit it and pick out the cool stuff.
Over here on one side versus. All right, we got 4 on 4. Go!
Some funny looking dirty holes.
All right. Oh, we got some guys sliding. We got some guys sliding. Oh, they got to get organized here. Come on. Come on, big hands versus 2 hands. Come on now. Oh. Looks like the shit is gonna hit the fan here. We're getting closer. Come on, guys. Get organized. We're gonna end up in there. Oh, that's it. Who's gonna be next in our tug of war? We have a team of ladies. Who else is next? Who's gonna go against the ladies? We need some more. Come on. Get set. Now. I have no idea if these have some idea about how to pull on a rope here. Come on, Marshall. Oh, stand up. You gotta get up. Come on. You can't pull like that. Come on. Come on, Marshall. Come on. Yeah. This is doing it. It's doing it. Oh, we're getting to the end of the rope here. But are we seeing a resurgence? No.
Oh, she lost the crock.
That's gone forever.
She's stuck down there too.
On your mark. Hey, Gary, what's up, brother? Go!
Oh,
Brown car over here, but they are struggling too. Come on there. Oh, this is the fight of the century here. Come on, boys. Come on, we gotta work together in this.
oh no.
Winners over here!
I think they're going already.
Get set! Go!
Let's go, Ian. Let's go.
Here we go! Here we go! Lean into it! Lean into it! Oh, come on, fellas! You gotta work together! Oh, we got somebody down! Oh, we got and we got a few people inside. All right. Do you see all the fun that they're having here? Where's your team at? I've heard that there was a call for maybe a team of kids. So if there's any kids that want to do this, get your team together and we'll get it set up. Where's our teams at? Dirty Horn, Private One. your mark. Get set. Go! Full team, go! Come on, you can do this. Pull together. You gotta pull together. Come on. Come on, you can do this. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Get together. Pull hard. Pull hard. Come on. You got this. Come on, you got it.
She's like, hell no.
Great job.
Perfect. Well, we did it. It's 6 o'clock. We're pretty well out of food. So we're going to pack up, and we're already packed up. We're going to head home. I'll give you some more footage tomorrow when my allergies are real bad. I'm ready to go home, put the food away. I'm going to go to bed, and I will deal with this mess tomorrow.
All right, it is Sunday morning, and I can't find any of my shaker bottles, but that's what I'm looking for. We're done. We did it. We went out there. We food trucked. Tried to record what I could. It's hard to do when you're like super busy. This thing here is. Hang on a second. Just put you right there. This thing's a mess. I was sick as a dog last night when we got home. My allergies were just so bad. So I just did. Come on, popcorn open. Exactly what I need was popcorn for breakfast. It's 10, 11. I slept in until 9 o'clock this morning. That never happens. I was beat. Anyways, I did the bare minimum last night when I got home. I think I might have mentioned that on the camera last night. I don't know. I just put the food away and plugged the trailer in so the ice didn't melt in the freezers, and I went to bed. I took a shower, but then I just went to bed. I was in bed at 7:30 last night, I think. But now we're up. And now it's time to clean. I came out here to find one of my shaker bottles, so I go inside and mix up one of my Get Skinny Fast shakes. That probably don't do me any good, but they make me think they do good. And instead I found about popcorn. I'm just gonna eat that instead. So, I can't remember if I told you guys. I took this trailer out to get the axle bearings and stuff like checked out, make sure they were good to go. And when I did and brought it home, I was just going to be careful driving it. I wasn't careful. My griddle fell off the front table and like landed on the floor, which in return like stretched the gas line over. I quickly examined it. It's this yellow flex line right here. I just kind of quickly examined it and I determined that's probably fine. I never actually like checked it again for leaks. Well, we got on site yesterday and got going, and I had turned gas on so I could run the fryer, and I could hear it not only going psst, but of course I didn't hear it until I got all the way back around back inside, and I was like, whoa, it smells like gas in here bad. So I quickly ran outside and shut it off and opened the door and like fan the door back and forth to like create air movement and get it all out of there. Luckily there's a shut off valve here, and I was just able to shut that side off and then continue with my day. But so that's going to have to be addressed. Also, there were two. Oh, back up. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday was our local town's fair, downtown fair. You know, the carnival and all the vendors and stuff come in. For starters, they wouldn't let me in because my trailer was too big. So I was very disappointed about that. I tried to get signed up for it, and they were like, "No, sorry, bro. You're too long. Well, your loss, not mine." But well, kind of my loss too, because it would have been a good event. Anyways, and then there's a kettle corn guy that's there. Been there since I've been in diapers. It's the same kettle corn guy as long as I can remember. So I didn't want to take my kettle corn trailer. And there's always like a bunch of lemonade people. So I was like, I'm not even going to try it. There's already a kettle corn guy and everybody's loyal to him. And I'm not trying to compete with everybody else making the exact same lemonade that I'm making. I just like, I don't want to mess with it. Well, lo and behold, there was another kettle corn guy as well. There was somebody new that I've never seen before. I went and talked to them. They were out of Columbia, which is an hour and a half away from here. I'm surprised they came all the way to our small town. Anyways, I bought kettle corn from both of those vendors. And I guess I'm just a kettle corn snob now. But I just didn't really like either one of them, honestly. The guy I've grown up eating this guy's kettle corn, his name's Ron. Ron's Kettle Corn. That's what I've had every year of my life for as long as I can remember. I can't wait to go buy his kettle corn. But I never compared it to anything. It was just kettle corn to me. And now that I make my own kettle corn, I tried his kettle corn. I'm like, this is garbage. I didn't, I'm not going to tell him that or anything, but I was just like, I like my kettle corn now. And I'm the same way with brisket and pork. I hate that I'm like that, too. I really do. I'm like a freaking barbecue snob now. I go to barbecue restaurants, I'm like, that's how you cook it? Peasants. In my mind, I don't ever degrade somebody. I never would go up to some barbecue joint and be like, well, this isn't very good. You tell them it's delicious, you smile and you nod, and you go about your way. I'm gonna eat it every single time. I've never eaten one that I'm like, I'm throwing this in the trash. Except for the popcorn. I tasted both. I bought the smallest bag I could from both of them. I ate a little bit out of each bag and I threw them in the trash. Only because I knew if I kept them around, I'd do this. I would just sit there and eat it. And I didn't want the extra calories and the carbs and stuff like that. So I just threw them in. I dumped them in the trash can. That way my fat butt couldn't go get the bag back out of the trash later. I was like, oh, I really need a snack. No. I don't even have any shoes on right now. So I don't even know why I'm opening this. I gotta get more prepared. I came out here looking for a shaker for my drink. I thought there was one in the truck. I opened the truck, found a bag of popcorn and the camera, so I thought it was a good time to eat popcorn and tell you guys about my day, my weekend, my life, or whatever. I don't know if you can see how much of a mess it is in here, but it is a mess. And I'm going to spend the remainder of my day cleaning this trailer. My nephew likes to come over and help me do dishes because he likes to make some money. So he is going to be here in about 10 minutes to start scrubbing on some dishes. And I'm going to start putting things away. Yeah, I got popcorn. You know how popcorn is. It's in places it's not supposed to be. I'm probably just going to wrap this video up. You guys don't want to watch me clean. I don't want to make you guys watch me clean. And honestly, it's almost kind of embarrassing how dirty this thing is. So I don't want to give you too many details on how gross it is in here. Because I'm really a pretty clean person when it comes to the food. I really try to do my best to keep things up to par, keep things up to standard. But when you're just so busy, man, there's just only so much you can do. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might be kind of a long one. It's kind of what it is when I'm getting ready, though. I think I've started recording from the beginning for the most part. 3 or 4 days put together just so I could food truck for a few hours yesterday. So appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you want. At this point, I realize I'm probably not going to ever be a famous YouTuber, so like and subscribe. That's cool. If you want to, that'd be great. Maybe in 10 years I'll have 200 subscribers. I think right now I have like 150. And somebody was telling me they were impressed with that the other day, and I was like, doesn't seem like a lot to me. Whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.